Hey everybody, Omega Alden plays Civilization 6 Gathering Storm continues with our Ottoman playthrough. We're beating up on Spain. He can't stand up to the Janissaries, the artillery, the ranged boys, also known as field cannons. He's unprepared. He was never prepared for such a course of action here. And yeah, we've been just kind of building whatever we felt like building at this point. As I'm known to do. We're going encampment heavy right now just to try to fill out our great generals. Which, yeah, I'd like to get at least one in the mix just to make things a little faster over here. Not that it's not going pretty fast already, you know. Turn 189, we've done some conquering. We're well on our way here, so I'm not too worried about things as far as that goes, but you know, you're always looking for every little advantage you can get along the way. Right now, let's see, we've conquered a few of these. They are having loyalty problems. We might need to send our Grand Vizier over here in case we have problems, but I think she's in a golden age and we're in a golden age, so I doubt we're gonna have problems, especially since our cities don't go down in population when we capture them. So as far as things go, I think it'll work out just fine. You need a neighborhood, or I guess a granary would be a good start. Much faster for you, at least. My friend here needs a granary at some point, but we also would like a temple. Always looking for that extra bit of... We're coming up on mobilization, which means, you know, we need a lot more... We need a lot more Janissaries in the mix of a single level variety. So instead of pairing this guy up with anybody right now, I'm gonna buy some more. Because I'd like to start by getting our Janissaries crewed up, because I think that's our best bang for the buck. I'd also like to get more artillery out here, obviously, because that's, you know, that's solid bang for the buck as well. But let's get some Janissaries in the mix right now. We don't want to squad them up just yet, because we want to use them to become armies instead. You might need some housing over here. You do. You guys could all probably use a little love in that department. Our boy can just stay here for the time being. We're waiting on this artillery to come blast down these walls. Everything's been going pretty well for the Ottomans here. I think I'm just gonna go and state that I believe that when in a deity game, when the AIs are separated by a body of water, as in continents or island plates or any of that thing, that the AIs in general just don't do as well. That seems anecdotal, but at the same time, I believe it to be true. I don't know if it actually is, but they seem to overall perform worse. And maybe it's just because one of them has less of a chance to kind of become the runaway. Oh, we were performing a little experiment here. We've got one action on Filippo, and we're about to get a museum, or mausoleum, not museum, which should give him an extra charge, potentially. I don't know if it's actually going to do this, since he's alive right now and we've used him. If it works like the pyramids, then he will get another one, though, which is cool. We should look at what our next build is going to be. I don't know what we want here. I guess we're getting the Forbidden City over here, so we can speed that along. That one's always a good get. You're never disappointed when you pick up the Forbidden City. Getting an extra wild card policy is pretty much the best out of that genre of upgrades. Oh yeah, he can move and shoot. He's gonna do exactly that. And you, my friend. Dude, what is up with... So the clicking Like, I have to actually cancel out of it sometimes. There's like a bug involved somewhere in there where my clicks are not registering after doing an action. And I'm not real sure what the problem is, but, you know, you can work around it. It's just a little awkward, is all. I think I complained a decent amount about bugs throughout these things. Let it be known that I love the series Bugs and all. I always just kind of... I focus on bugs a lot as I am a, you know, software developer myself, so I notice them and I'm like, oh, well, you could do better than that. It's a bad user experience. And I always want the game to just be the best it can be. So it's all coming from a place of love here. Cleopatra has captured Kumasi. We must restore its independence. Dude, you know it. She does not deserve to have our friend Kumasi here. Kumasi is our friend, not her city. Called it. And that's really the end of the discussion there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, I guess there will be a discussion because they're going to raise it to the session, the world session level. They're going to let us argue about it in good faith. And I'm going to throw down some points there. Let it be known that we're coming for Kumasi. And then we're coming for Apu, which I told one of you guys that we would take. And we will take it. We're coming for it. In due time. In due time, my friends. I don't remember what it's called, but Google just had their announcement today at GDC about their new... I guess it's like a special controller, but it's basically for streaming video games from their server to your devices without any sort of complicated hardware in there, so everything's done on the back end. It's pretty cool sounding. From my point of view, I always think that input latency is going to be a problem in those setups that a lot of games just can't get past. And they demo things like, here's Doom, and I'm like, well, Doom's like the worst choice for something like that. I guess, I mean, there's benefits, right? Because you can do a super graphically intensive and cool game in that. But if you need, like, instant response, then it's going to feel real bad. Because you have inherent delays in there of talking to a server that I just don't know how they're going to work around it. But, you know, Google's a good company. They do some insanely good stuff, so... I don't know. It's one of those technologies that I feel like it's on the verge, but we might not be there right now. Solomon has captured Pazak. We must resist their aggression. We must restore the independence of Kumasi. We'll put 5 points into that. And, no. You guys leave me alone. We're putting 5 points as a no vote for people targeting us. Although... yeah, because I don't want a minus modifier. I don't want people getting bonuses against me when we're fighting. So 5 points for the city-state emergency, 5 points against the military emergency. The world has decided to go against me, I think. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see.
In
There's our mausoleum.
of such dimensions, of such exquisite
so
beauty
we get to see our test.
as no other shade
Did it bear
can
fruit?
boast.
But yeah, if you haven't seen that Google announcement, I suggest you take a look at it. It's pretty cool. I just, I don't really know. So our emergency there did pass, by the way. And he has 2 actions. He's a legend. Filippo. You're a legend, sir. Work on the Forbidden City for us now. That's your prize. Haha. But yeah, my biggest concern with it is, well, I have multiple concerns. One of them is like, how exactly does it end up working on, oh, we're at peace with him now. I forgot about that aspect of an emergency. All right. Well, we can go rescue Kumasi. And by rescue Kumasi, I mean pillage the lands. also rescuing it in the process. There's not much to pillage over here, is there? It's just going to be this coal. That's unfortunate. It's also unfortunate that we've slowed our roll here. Although, you know, there's rebellion happening all over the place here. So, we're at peace with people. We're at war with Cleo. So, we changed the whole situation around over here. We did make some good progress, though. We just have to come back for Madrid. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. We can at least potentially run through their oh, we can't run through Grenada, though. So we're going to be best suited going through the water over here, probably using the insane speed at which we travel through the water. And I've mentioned this multiple times, like the surprising distances you can move. I'm more surprised, and I think it's a bug, just when you go from in the water to on land. You are able to move way further on land than you should be able to move. It doesn't make any logical sense that you're able to come out of the sea and then move like 30 tiles. At least to me, that this doesn't add up. I don't know what you guys think, but for me that one's a bit odd. That's all. That's all there is to it. So we're in an alliance with everybody right now because of the war. So we got to actually see all of our territory here. And we can work on spying on her. And we'll just take a little pathway over here to Egypt instead of what we were doing. You know, change things up. We should move our boy here, though, because he's just out of range, I think, of this, so... Grand Vizier, we shall move you. I guess just to the... Can we... I guess we can't move you over here, can we? Urgh. Now that I think about it, this won't work. Can we move you to a... Grenada, though? Grenada will get us a lot of bonuses in the area. That'll do. I like the sound of that one. Alright, where are we going with you? Let's go fix some stuff. I don't like having broken stuff in our territory. Lascarina Bobolina. What is your retirement ability here? Promotion level and whatnot. We're gonna send you over here. Probably. We don't have a whole lot going up in the sea. We could add more ships to the mix, but doesn't seem super effective. We could also spawn some more friends over here, since we are looking for like more janissaries still. How many janissaries do we need for mobilization? We just bought one there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 level 1 ones, I think. And we might have 4 or 5 rank 2 ones. So we may need 1 more Janissary friend. We're getting another admiral. We're all about admirals. I really would like us to be more about not admirals. Generals. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's work on getting rid of this frigate here. You can do it, gentlemen. I believe in you. Alright. How we looking? You guys need to ready yourselves. See, this is going to be weird because he can jump in the water and then probably like springboard himself way further than he would be able to otherwise. I find it odd, and I'll continue to talk about it for the time being as it's currently slightly relevant. In the grand scheme of things, maybe not so much. But yeah, that's that new That new setup from Google is very interesting sounding. I worry about it in other aspects, though, because I'm like, you know, I have a good connection. But what kind of connection are you going to actually need to be able to run a game at 1080p, 60 frames per second? Like, I can go on YouTube and sometimes it's still, like, super low res, even though, you know, I've got a good, got a good connection and everything. So my faith that it's gonna run super well for something much higher resolution and something where the inputs and what, like, if there's jitteriness and whatever, I'm not gonna be happy with it. It's gonna be a worse experience. It's less bad with something that's not interactive, but when you add interaction to the mix, it's like, ooh. Military units get plus 60% rewards for plundering sea trade routes. All right, we're gonna activate that ability. That sounds like fun. Filippo, get that Forbidden City. You do you, my friend. You use those 3 charges and you like it. He's like, I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, good. Do it. I am. Well, okay then. I want to plunder more sea tiles. Bring on another Barbary Corsair for Omega's sake here. I know it's not necessarily the best use of finances. Like an artillery would probably go a lot further in this. No, we're not. Montezuma's done nothing wrong. Ever since we've restored Zanzibar, he's been an upstanding citizen.
To fight for some when they are prepared.
And so he doesn't deserve that type of aggression from you. Only we get to be aggressive like that. Not you, Spain. Also, we were just fighting you. I don't know if you remember this. It was happening. Alright, we're gonna go break the coal. 50. 182 science. We like it. Also a little bit of faith to top things off. Kumasi, we're working on restoring your freedom. You know we've always been a supporter of Kumasi. See, look at this. This guy can't even get out into the water, but this guy's gonna be like, dude, I bet I could just swim under the land over here. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? Look at him go. And then the game just lied to me about where he could go even, so. Just bugs. It's just bugs. I'm gonna send him into the same tile. Let's see if we can break the game. Everybody get in the water and then do your thing. The path, like the showing of the path has never been Civ 6's finest point. I remember all the times we'd have like a ship going through here and then we'd go to click it and it'd run in an opposite direction. I think they finally resolved that, but I'm not actually positive. I believe that was one thing that they fixed in the release of The Gathering Storm. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, we'll go ahead and max him out. But I believe, I didn't go look it up, so I'm taking you at your own word for this, my friend online. Someone said I needed to rename a title of a capital I've captured. Or the name here. So this is now Crazy Horse Lady Central. Apparently, capturing a city and then renaming it, like capturing a capital and renaming the capital is some sort of achievement for us. So we're gonna just go ahead and name this Crazy Horse Lady Central so we remember its roots, and also maybe we've achieved something. I'll have to go check that later. But I always try to get the achievements when I'm playing as each group. Sometimes it's not possible based on the requirements of the achievement. But in this case, it looked entirely possible. So thank you for the reminder on that, my friend. Much appreciated. Kumasi, you will be free. Don't you worry about it. We got another Corsair in the mix. He could join up with somebody else, probably. That seems like a respectable thing for him to do, is to make a group there. And speaking of making groups, we can start armying up. That was what the plan was, and I think it's a good plan. So I'm gonna stick with it. Simple as that, my friends. Simple as that. What's a good trade route here? Toledo? That's a respectable trade route. I'm okay with that one, and we're gonna go ahead and just activate this once more. Get double the bonuses there. Any sort of sea trade route that we pillage will be worth a lot more. We already had enough admirals, so I don't really think it was a downgrade.
The whole palace complex is built along the central axis, the axis of the world. Everything in the 4 directions suspend from this central point,
Google getting into the mix
represented
is interesting.
by these palaces.
I don't know if the time is right for that type of thing. It does get some benefits, like if everything's happening on the server, it's much more, or even impossible to cheat, you know? I wouldn't go so far as to say impossible, because people are crazy, but it seems like it's probably impossible. But people can do some insane things. No, that one's pretty much impossible. +5 from a commercial hub here. Yeah, let's do this. Drop another Grand Bazaar out there. Mmm, delicious. All right, we're looking to squad up with some boys. So we'll form an army here. All right, we're coming for you, Egypt. Oh, you didn't know? We're about to restore our friend Kumasi's freedom? No, liberate to Kumasi. We are not the aggressors here. We are restoring our friend to freedom. Oh yeah, raid the Sphinx. Raiding the Sphinx sounds like... I don't know what it sounds like, but it doesn't sound appropriate. That's fine. Alright, get everybody over here. Ready them to hop across the sea. It's always faster when you hop into a lake first, as we know. We've learned. You start by hopping into lakes. Gives you a gravity boost. Lets you flee the area much faster. It's just science, really. Oh, what are we doing here? What's your job? You're gonna get entertainment for the area. You put it up here on this hill so that everybody around can see it. And we move on. Oh, what are we doing here? What do we need? Anything to help us with the war front. Logistics is a nice pickup usually. We could work on general points, but I think we're covering that elsewhere. I think we go with logistics. I think that's our career path here. And you can continue to do your raiding here. Highly valuable raiding of the coast. Hopefully you're okay against whatever fire they can lay down over there. I assume you will be. But, you know, sometimes assumptions are bad. Sometimes they lead you to bad places. Artillery costs $17.20 to buy? Oh, man. I'd like to, work on our assault force from up here, because we got to take out some big walled cities soon. So I'm going to build up some artillery over here, I think, as we go deal with Egypt. Janissary. Where are you going? Let's go hang out here. Just outside of range of a poo. Ah, poo. There will be no trading anymore, my Nubian queen. I think I've made this clear. No, they killed my Barbary Corsair. Apparently they're good enough for that. We have emerged successful. We scored the most points, whatever that means as far as this war goes. I don't think it amounts to anything, really. But we've done it. Okay, so we don't want to park our Corsairs within range of the city right now. That is a no-no. I've learned from my previous mistakes, and I won't make that mistake again. Let's see, you guys can squad up. Everybody get ready. Are you ready? Alright, and maybe it's time for you guys to form a fleet too. Because something bad just happened, and now we have to overreact to it. As is our way. He's ready over here. We'll go hang out with our friends in the area here. Can you meet up with a 2-star fool? Not yet. The 2-star fools are too far away. So we're no longer at peace with these gentlemen. I mean, we're at peace, but we don't have to maintain a peace or anything like that, I don't think. Because we've dealt with the emergency as we knew we could. Kumasi is restored to freedom. They're our buddy. Really? 50% is your best chance here to siphon some gold? I don't like a coin toss. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I don't like a coin toss there. I guess the other one's gathering sources right now, so maybe it'll be better by the time the thing ends. It's not really a trade I like, Monty. We're done with trades.
If it weren't for electricity, colonialism.
Done with trades out here. No more trades. This is how we roll. Alright, so we need you to come help us out over here. Oh, we could turn you to a submarine. I mean, that sounds a little bit better than our friend, the Barbary Corsair fleet right now. To be honest with you. As much as I love the Barbary Corsair, getting a submarine seems like a little bit of an upgrade. Just a little bit. Alright. You have a friend. Here's your friend. Meet up. Apu, so you really don't have very strong of walls here, so we can get some field cannon action on them and actually feel okay about ourselves. You know, we don't feel dirty about it or anything. And you guys can join us. How about you join us over here? Ah, he's in the way. He's ruined everything. How dare you? Where's our single charge boy? Do we need another one? He's got a 3-star. We're looking for a single star. I think we're gonna have to buy one from Apu when we take a poo. Phrasing. Where are you going? Hang out over here. Don't get sent back. Don't get sent back. Don't do it. Oil. Accumulating 6 per turn. Alright, we can go oil power over here. Supply a little bit from Utrecht. Start this whole global warming situation that we've been told doesn't exist by professionals. Just put an industrial zone out here. Gelonus. What do you want here? And why is it artillery? And we're buying artillery with some faith over here. Because that's how I feel about artillery. I put my faith in the artillery. Very literally. Let's see. Cahokia! No, my friend, you have to return to us. Some of these people are at war with me. They don't know. They don't know how good I am to the city-states. They forget. Create an escort with the submarine. I assume that other people see just Ferdinand Magellan hanging out and they don't actually see the submarine, which is kind of hilarious to me. Ferdinand's out there just giving away our position like a fool. We need to re-up on our oil, apparently. So let's go ahead and get another... a builder over here. You know what we never do? We never use our military engineers. They do have the capability of making railroads now. Nah, whatever. We're still not going to use them. At some point, I feel like I should make use of them, though. But now is not the time. Or is it? No, it's not. Now is not the time. Oh, can you get this? Yeah, you can, brother. Good job. Keep that city. Keep that city. Alright, brother. Get in there. I know you don't have a battering ram with you, but just go ahead and hit that wall anyway. It's fun. You'll be okay. Wait, you might be better... So industrial and modern... Renaissance and industrial. So submarines are probably... beyond everything for you. Let's go over here and increase the loyalty of Apu. You will be loyal to us. It will be so. Right, where are we moving you? Bring them in. Artillery corps has arrived. Egypt, are you ready for us? I don't think you're ready for us. Just a hunch. I want to give this submarine more experience, maybe. I don't know. Second guessing myself immediately. Seems like a thing we could do, though. I'm just going to leave you over here. You guys can just hang out over here and have some fun. We'll work on getting a squad to move through here later. Like, especially if these things rebel, we can just walk in at that point. Vilnius, you know, we could restore you to freedom pretty easily. If we were so inclined. Which maybe we are. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Could do anything, honestly. Let's trade with Kumasi. They need some love here. I've had some bad things happen to them, but, you know, they've got the glorious Ottoman people on their side. And you gotta feel good about that, knowing that you have the Ottomans by your side. I prefer to have the Ottoman in front of me under my foot, but, hey-o! Get it? It's a furniture joke. That's right. Your boy knows what an Ottoman is. He didn't capture it. Alright, take shots over here. Shots. And let's see, we were going to purchase another Janissary here so that we could squad up, finish off the armies that we needed here. We've done it, we're legendary. He's going to just increase the loyalty of Apu. Apu loves us. And then you're gonna work on promoting our boy right here. He's He's got a swift keel to him. You all know it. You've seen it in action, actually. So let's see if are the lies truth. It worked! We used a gravity boost off of the ocean to accomplish an amazing task. An amazing feat. So our game plan has changed a little bit because of the whole Kumasi ordeal. Vilnius is now something we should look at taking. Although we're just going to take it in 9 turns anyway, so maybe we just say, whatever, it'll be fine. Nah, let's take it. We can do this with a single Janissary, which we... Hold on, we need to move you out of the way. Let's get ready to send you up here. This is a hill. So if I move up here, you can fire from there on Vilnius. And now let's go ahead and buy our Janissary here. That means we're back to a solo Janissary, which is not my favorite, but, you know. That's fine, I guess. Oh, I didn't need another melee unit over here. We have this friend. Although he might die to this. Who knows? It's only a 26 strength city. He's probably not going to die to it, honestly. Just applying some old noodle knowledge there. Knowledge of the noodle. Where are we at this time? We didn't really take more of Spain, but Spain is falling apart on its own because of Dark Ages and whatnot. We renamed the city Crazy Horse Lady Central. That's cool. We restored Kumasi to greatness, and now they're our best friends forever. And we're right on the edge of Egypt's capital. Egypt has another capital we need to take down here in Aachen. So Egypt is going to be a big victory for us over here. And then maybe we can just swing through here, hit up Hat USA, pick up a nice hat on the way to Moreau, and then do some good things. That's a plan, right? Yeah, it's a plan. All right, we're getting 250 science per turn. That's more than Nubia, who only has 224 now. Spain's only getting 75, and he's falling apart. He's losing loyalty. You have to have the loyalty of your people, Philip. I don't think you understand how important that is. Maybe, actually, you do now that you're losing cities, but... Cleo's at 82. Cleo will be very easy to dispatch here. I'm sorry, Cleo, I love you, but you're not going to be much of a threat to us. If you really want to learn how to be a threat, you should be more like my Nubian queen, Amanitor, who's going to actually maybe pose a threat over here. Let's take a look. I take it back. She's not going to pose a threat. We're just seeing pike and shot over there. I'm like, nah, she'll be fine. We're at 251 culture per turn. Puts us ahead of Nubia by 80 points about. Philip's only at 28. And then 7.5 and 73. So you guys are struggling. We have a much bigger margin of victory in the culture front. Our domination cannot be contained. We are leading on that front. We will always lead on that front. Solomon's pretty good at his job. If you consider his job to be domination, then I would say he's actually like extremely good. Get him, Solomon. 1376. That's my boy. Amanita's at 900. It's a respectable number, but you got to get on my level. 10 of 142. You're not going to win that way. We're about to take 2 capitals, and then it's just Philip and Nubia afterwards. There's really no need for us to go through from the south and conquer this way, but actually there's not that many cities in the way that way. It'd just be faster to go Madrid to Moreau probably, but all my troops are going to be down here because of the troubles in Egypt. But yeah, we've conquered Apu, so you're welcome out there, the person who asked me to take Apu. And once again, thank you for reminding me of the achievement. I'm going to go take a look at my achievements right after this and see how they look. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.